Hi Riley, how you doing? Okay, so just to kind of summarize Project 1 and Project 2, just to make some necessary clarifications, I think there's been a lot of questions. So basically Project 1 is the process book, okay? That's your designed process of the whole project. Project 2 is the actual compilation of the prototype and all of the work there in user testing, wireframes, scenarios, etc. Okay, so it's they're not two totally different projects. One is just a process book for the project. So project 1 is the process book for project 2, which is the prototyping project. Okay, now in week 1 we developed three things. We developed the ideation for the problem. We developed the target audience, the three main functions for the app, and then the competition, right? And then in week 2, we go into ideation, personas, wireframes, storyboards, scenarios, paper prototypes, and user testing screens. Okay, so I noticed that in your presentation, we don't have anything associated with week 2, what is due. So we have mental illness, the problem, the solution, the target audience, and then the main features of the app along with the competition. That was all due during week 1, right? And then you stop at persona. So I can see that from this point, there's nothing included here that is required for week 2. So if we go over to week 2, we see week 2, project 2, mobile app prototype begin. Here's what is due. We have ideation on the problem. Okay, so that's kind of like your introduction. Establish your personas. I recommend 3 personas and at least 1 scenario. Then you create your wireframe sketches of all the screens associated with the app, and then create storyboard of one of the scenarios. Okay. And then you have paper prototypes, photograph, and put for critique. So none of that is included in this presentation. So we're really starting to look at a situation where we definitely want to start adding things in here just to remain on task with the schedule for the project. We're gonna get pretty busy here, so we definitely want to remain on task here. Okay, so let me show you what is missing here in your presentation. So if we jump over here, so you've got this main stuff, and this is exactly what is required at this point. You have the problem, you have the solution, the main features and functions, the target market, competition. Okay, and that's where yours ends off. So this is what was missing. We need personas, and this example is available right in the week 2 examples located in the course announcement. So here's your persona. Here's a second, and there's 3 personas as recommended. Then you have your wireframe sketches. Now, what you want to do with your personas, this is a scenario. Okay, so basically a persona is defining an individual that might be in the right demographic to use the app. And then a scenario is a situation where let me show you. So here's a scenario, and this is a sketched out situation of how an individual might possibly benefit from using the app. So my only recommendation here is just to include a written summary of the scenario, then storyboard out the scenario. Okay, then we have wireframe sketches. So you have your ideation of the problem, the established personas, and then the scenario. Okay, then we go to wireframe sketches. These are sketches of all of the screens planned for the app. Okay, then we have paper prototypes where you actually print these out or draw them out, cut them out, and get them ready for testing. So as we can see, the phone interface is the outside, and then we slip these screens in here to ask questions for your user testing. Okay, and those are summarized in some of the videos in week 2 and week 3 course resources. So again, in summary, what is missing from this presentation is your personas. 3 personas I recommend, your scenario, your storyboard of the scenario, your wireframe sketches of all screens, and your paper prototypes. So again, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. But again, at this point, I just want to reinforce the importance of getting this done quickly so that we can remain on task throughout the rest of the project. Okay, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you very much.